Hey, what's going on, guys? Just taking a little break from doing some music today to bring you some news about what's going on in the music space and in the cryptocurrency space and where I kind of see the industry heading towards. And we're also going to be talking a little bit about some macro world news that I think is just really interesting and think is important for you to know as an artist. So, if this sounds interesting to you, press like, press subscribe. I'm Death Beach, producer of the future, and here we go. So the first thing we want to take a look at is artist Lil Yachty launching his own cryptocurrency. I'm going to tell you what I like about this and what I don't like about it. But first, let's read. It says, Lil Yachty's working with social money platform Fuse, which specializes in getting influencers and celebrities to launch their own cryptocurrencies. This is an idea that I'm just not a really big fan of. The idea that they're going to launch their own cryptocurrencies. I like the idea of using crypto and blockchain to reward fans and followers, but this type of thing where we're going to tokenize people, it just seems a little silly to me. So here's the thing that I like. I like the idea of using a token to reward fans, to encourage fans to share. You can even offer NFT tokens in the form of a pre-sale for your album in order to raise funds for your album. And in exchange for them funding you, you give them the NFT, and perhaps that comes with 1% streaming royalties or something like that. Or you give them the token, okay? And because they invested before the release, whenever the lead single reaches, 1 million plays, they get a limited edition track released to them. Imagine how powerful that is for you as a fan, Lil Yachty's fans, okay? Tech natives, younger crowd, looking for digital assets. I mean, this is brilliant if you're him. And doing something like what I said, where you can offer your fans a little piece of what you're doing and limited edition things whenever the record reaches a certain spot, I think that's a little bit better. I think that's a little more rewarding. And I feel like that creates a little more community as opposed to tokenizing yourself and selling off little pieces of yourself to other people. I can't moving forward, that's not something that I see. I just don't see the newer generations really buying into this kind of celebrity bullshit. Like, I feel like we're gonna watch influencers that don't provide any value fall to the wayside. I think we're gonna see that actually really soon, within about the next year. Thailand's Mystic Valley Music Festival to receive payment via its minted myst tokens. What does this mean? Well, let's read here. The implementation of blockchain-based payment system is the first of its kind for the music festival, and it is geared to eliminate the use of cash and reduce human-to-human contact as safety measures are a priority in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. Basically, what this festival is going to do is you're going to show up at the festival, you're going to download an app to your phone, that's your wallet, and you'll be able to exchange via your debit card. You'll be able to exchange the bot, the Thai bot, for their myst token. I don't know what the ratio is going to be, 1-to-1 or it's even or something like that, but then they'll just essentially use QR codes, as we're about to find out, and Bluetooth in order to pay for things with the myst token while they're at the event. So any food, beverages, if there's any other types of things, massages, I don't know what kind of stuff happens at these festivals anymore, especially in another country, but you'll be able to pay for all those things. So now moving on though to this next, the green highlight here. Every vendor at the event will have a QR code that attendees can easily scan to pay directly for goods and services. This is powerful. I'm sure you've seen this recently. QR codes popping up everywhere. The switch from cash to digital forms of payment began years ago. We know this, we've been living through it. In the past year, several payment service providers have begun wading into the crypto payment space with unique innovations. From Skrill implementing crypto-to-crypto buy and sell feature back in 2019, to PayPal's recent embrace of cryptocurrency-related services, the end of cash transactions is gradually drawing near. Some people like to say the coin shortage we've been experiencing is somewhat related to this. Back in October, Jerome Powell met with the IMF and other central bank leaders where they discussed digital payment systems, digital payment rails, central bank digital currencies, digital wallets, and fiat currencies. Now, the United States, everybody around the world deals in dollars. Everybody's balances are in dollars, everybody transacts in dollars. The dollar is not going away anytime soon. However, it will be complemented very soon by a central bank digital currency, and we're going to see these all over the world. I believe that in Europe, we're going to see some sort of currency, new currency over there, a central bank digital currency. I'm going to say by May, to be honest with you, and I feel really good about that prediction. Moving on. This is from Berklee College of Music. How blockchain will play a big part in the future of the music monetary system. This is a very long-winded article. What I do like about this article is it's cited and there's endnotes, and you can go and look any of these things up. And we can see that a lot of this information is no further back than 2018, a lot of 2020. So I just want to highlight a few things here, talk about them a little bit. So what we're talking about here is peer-to-peer networks that guarantee to give power back to artists and dispose of the requirement of middlemen, such as distributors, record labels, things like this. Listen, long-winded thing. All they're trying to say here is that as an artist, you can decrease your expenses by being able to get direct to consumer, and it also helps out your fans and everybody if they can just get directly to you and they're not having to go through all these intermediaries. Now, Spotify, iTunes Music, all this stuff, Tidal, that's all going to still exist, and we'll be able to deal with them directly. And even DistroKid, you'll be able to deal with DistroKid directly still as a middleman. However, on the blockchain, they're going to be way more accountable, and you're going to be able to see where money flows. And in fact, it's all going to be set up in a way that you won't even really have to worry about it. Your song will get streamed and you're going to get paid. Let's read on though. Whenever we put something on the blockchain as an artist, we can add metadata to it, much like an MP3, but we're going to be able to do this with anything that goes onto the blockchains. Meaning, if I hear your song and I want to go ahead and put it inside my show, my movie, my advertisement, I can very quickly see how much money you want for that if you've already preset that up. And then I can also see who do I need to contact and who is getting paid whenever I do this. So I know exactly who to reach out to. Very, very powerful. Think vinyl. Vinyl actually is seeing a resurgence. I think people a little bit older, my age, a little bit younger, that grew up with vinyl being kind of an important part of music, turntablism, DJing, early electronic music, everything. Those people are still very much so into records, and they have a nostalgia for records. They like to hold it in their hands. They like to read the back and read the insert while they're listening to the record. And what I feel like we're seeing here is a rebirth in that, where you can basically open up the song and see all its information. We can include artwork, we can include the lyrics, we can include who played guitar on it, who played drums on it. We can even say who wrote what lyrics if we want to, and then on top of it, we can include, you can license this song for free. I just want royalties. You can license this song for $100 for X, whatever you want. Imagine even being able to do this with beats if you're a producer. The blockchain could likewise store data about a musician and connect to their online profile. For example, the most recent memoir, event dates, press pictures, and web-based media style data could be seen. Meaning, you found a song, you love it, you could instantly find out almost everything you want to about the artist. Now, you're probably thinking, do I have to do this for every song? You're not going to have to. Imogen Heap is working on a musical ID. It'll essentially be like a musical passport where you would sign up for it once, all your information would be in it, and then you would just use that to tack on all the information to these other things. Sorry, a little bit of dust floating around in the room. Me and my friend Rick have written a song together. You love the song, you want to buy it. As soon as you buy it, you can instantly see that both Rick and I are involved in it, and that Rick owns half of it, and that half the payment is going to him. And you can even see that payment go to him and the payment go to me. So as a fan, you can feel confident knowing that you're truly supporting the artists. Consumers and fans don't have to worry about any of this stuff. The blockchain, paying for things with tokens, any of this. basically all the interfaces and apps are going to be the same. We're talking about stuff that's all happening behind the scenes. So you don't have to become a blockchain programmer to create a digital wallet, to offer tokens and do these kinds of things. They're gonna think that they're just interacting with a standard web page, and they're interacting with a standard plugin for Chrome whenever it's a digital wallet running on Web3, and it's a little bit different running on blockchain. But the interfacing, nobody's gonna really know. Now, getting into some stuff that's going on in the world that I just think is incredibly important. BlackRock is a huge investment firm here in the US, and they have so much Bitcoin. They are the largest holder of Bitcoin in the corporate investment world. BlackRock CIO, cryptocurrency is here to stay. Bitcoin could replace gold. A big reason why is gold is physical, so you can hold it, but you also have to carry it. It's very difficult to break up into smaller bits and give to somebody else. And if you pay me in gold, how do I know it's real gold? I have to run chemical tests, electrical tests. I don't have time for this. If you send me Bitcoin, Bitcoin's worth a lot, goes right inside my digital wallet, we're done. I can take it anywhere in the world. Your digital wallet, just so nobody can break into it, if you don't know this, comes with a key that you just essentially have to memorize. Mine comes with a, I believe, like 30-word key phrase, just random words that you have to memorize. You just pray to yourself at night, repeating it over and over again so you don't have to forget it, and you can go anywhere in the world and have access to your digital gold, essentially. Now, we also see Deutsche Bank. Investors increasingly choose Bitcoin over gold to hedge dollar risk inflation. You should be taking all your spare money right now, basically, and turning it into Bitcoin. Now, I'm not saying go do that right now. You want to wait until there's a dip in the price and buy at a lower level. But if you, earlier in the year, got your stimulus check and would have turned it into Bitcoin, you would have doubled your money and more at this point in time. It's exploding. So whenever we talk about, investing in ourselves and raising money to do records, I think a lot of times artists are a little too short-sighted in their thinking, and they just want to run a campaign and have people give them money. They don't really think of how to invest in themselves. You should probably take the first 2 to 3 months while you're perfecting the writing on everything and recording everything, and start saving money to invest into the rest of the year. You could even take some of that money, if you already have some saved, and if you put it into something like Bitcoin or some sort of savings, anything that would generate you more money that you could then access again in a few months, you would have that much more money that you can put into your music project. But I feel like a lot of times we're flying by the seat of our pants, and then we decide we want to do something and we realize we don't have the finances to do it, and we often paint imaginary pictures in our mind of what that looks like and how much money it takes, and we don't ever really stop to think that maybe there's cheaper ways to do it or more effective ways to do it, like just making content and posting it. Just like this video. Just get on and talk about what you kind of know about or what you find is interesting. I'm not a crypto professional. I'm not a blockchain professional. It's a hobby of mine, and I'm very, very into it, and I love reading about it, and I'm super into music, and I'm telling you, these worlds are going to collide. That's not like a, hey, let me produce a song for you and we're going to do this tomorrow. No. Like, you need to be building your email list now. You need to have fans that are going to be interested in even the thing that you're going to do in order for any of this to work at all. So, guys, if this was helpful to you at all or interesting at all, please like this, please share it, please subscribe, and I am actually going to be making another video later today on producing a song and using music theory and things like that. So can't wait to see you then. Thanks.